Notebooks and tablets, in my opinion, should stay separate products. Call me not embracing a technology innovation, but I like having my two experiences at different times. That's why my MacBook Pro is not a touchscreen. But it seems that not everyone has the same feeling, especially those at Samsung. Almost 2 years ago, they launched a series called the ATIV book series, which combines both the usability of a touchscreen and adds the functionality of a full notebook. And this is their high medium point product called the ATIV Book 6. It has a 15.4-inch widescreen touchscreen with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. It runs Intel's Ivy Bridge Core i7 at 2.4 GHz and has a 1GB AMD Radeon 8770M graphics card. It does have a full terabyte of hard drive space, but notice it's not solid state. It's built mostly out of aluminum, which is great. It feels really solid in the hand and offers a very premium feel to their device. Even the slight plastic bits feel very well engineered, but you cannot pay attention to the design after you turn on the display. Yes, if you can already tell the display is LED, it absolutely pops with vibrant color and rich detail. Pixels are not as compact as they are on the Retina MacBook Pro, but you're dealing with a totally different display technology. LEDs look better to our eyes because they spew out colors. They may not be as accurate as LCDs, but they look very good. So with a screen that looks this good, you obviously want to touch and interact with it. So Windows 8 is in both in desktop form or tablet form or whatever you'd like to call it. Using the screen to interact with Windows Live tiles is very easy and natural. However, I don't like having my hands on a vertical screen all the time. Also, having a glossy display opposed to a matte screen makes fingerprints a giant problem. If you want the matte finish though, you have to go for the more expensive ATIV Book 9. So then you can use this nicely sized glass multi-touch trackpad. But it's not as nice as you think, nor made out of glass. It's plastic and is more grippy than other multi-touch trackpads. It feels very unfinished and very unnatural. That's the nicest thing I can say about it. Scrolling sometimes just stops working. Zooming into web pages is also the same way. You'll either have it completely stop or your fingers will grip too much and your fingers will stop moving. Doing gestures is almost a chore on the trackpad. It really needs improvement. But getting onto the main task of computing, and then you see the ATIV Book 6's strong point. You have a lot of power underneath the slim profile. That graphics card does the trick when you're running games at high frame rates. Intel's Ivy Bridge processor is more of a power-saving processor than a pure performer, but it proves to be very sufficient for this computer. It's not going to outperform sole gaming notebooks like the Alienware 14 or the Razer Blade, but as a casual gamer, you'll be just fine. Doing more everyday tasks like browsing the web, watching videos, and using applications runs smooth and simple. Using the screen instead of a trackpad for browsing does offer a better response, but as I said earlier, your arm will really tire out. Battery life is also just fine. Samsung claims 4.7 hours of moderate usage, but I was only able to achieve 4 of those 4.7. Gaming will obviously drain the battery a lot faster, so don't expect all day unplugged usage. So as a whole package, the ATIV Book 6 is a good product. It offers enough of powerful hardware like the AMD graphics cards, but keeps it affordable for standard hard drive instead of solid state. If you ask me, it's not worth the $11.99 asking price, but I'm sure you can find these for under the $900 mark on Amazon.com. You can find more everyday machines that are more complete for a lot less than this semi-gaming machine, but if you require the most current hardware, then you're better off elsewhere. And if you're really that serious about gaming, you shouldn't even be looking at this machine.